It's a meeting too. Grab a plate and stay a while. We're serving up the stories with a down-home style. Outdoors, culture, and life's little surprises. Come for the heart and let's make memories. Needing to podcast. We're glad you're here.
And we're hot.
Back in the studio.
Thank God it's cool in here.
It's terrible out there.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know when this one will come out, but it is hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 4th of July week is going to be a steamer.
Oh, yeah. That Jack Daniels be 150 on the dot.
We might not be into that. It'll be balling.
I just got an intense and dangerous heat alert.
Yeah, I noticed that on my Weather Channel out. There's something like that on there. And it ain't just here. What was it? Here, Mississippi, and was it Louisiana?
Let's see. Uh-oh. This thing's trying to talk.
Oh, it finally connects to Bluetooth and we don't need it to.
Why? I guess.
Because I can hear it, so it had to have been coming through our headphones. Or it could have been coming through your microphone.
It could have been. I just turned it all the way down. I thought. No, it says America's 250th birthday, which will be after this one. Mm-hmm. This will be out. Excessive heat, over 100 degrees of much of the eastern U.S. The weather could threaten holiday plans and World Cup matches.
Ooh, I hope they don't get damaged.
Oh, the football people. Well, they have to take a little water break. Maybe the water boy come out there and give them some of that cool water.
They take that stuff serious.
That ain't, soccer. It's not football. They can call it whatever they want. What'd you call it? Football? Footy ball?
Football?
Football. It has been kind of funny watching some of the YouTube videos and Facebook videos of all these foreigners checking out America, finding out we're not what everybody says we are. I think they're understanding why we're all fat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, they're going, free drink refills? What? Ice? You get ice with your drink? Oh, because, wife number one had a friend that was an exchange student from Sweden, and she'd come to visit. They don't have ice over there.
Right.
It stays cool, I guess. She said that was a luxury. We were soft.
Right.
So I kind of fell out with the Swedish people after her, but maybe they ain't all that way. Oh, Lordy. So what you been up to? I know what you've been up to, but you can tell everybody what you've been up to.
More flooring. More projects of this old house.
The flooring. Yeah, well, there's a guy, a comedian that's got the old beep this house.
Yeah, that's closer.
So, yeah.
But I got the last of the flooring laid now. It's trim work, which as well as I do. I mean, I'm decent at it, but man, running in and out is terrible.
At least it's long pieces for the most part, except when you're doing those offsets.
Yeah, and I've been doing
closets.
I've been doing
worse.
Closets, and man, it's just tight in there and dark. So I've had to take a light in each closet and just kind of figure out the measurements and get in and out.
Trying to figure out where to sit my phone so it don't vibrate. Well, it'll vibrate anyway. If y'all hear it vibrate, just don't pay attention to it.
Don't think.
At least the ringer's turned off. No, the ringer ain't even turned off, is it? Yeah, it was. I turned it back off. If y'all can't tell, it's summer. We're in here just recording a little content, trying to fill the void, keep you guys happy.
Yeah, we kind of had somebody that's supposed to come in. They had things come up or come on, and so that fell through. So I guess you guys are stuck with us for today.
If I knew what the womp was on here, that's what I would have done. And you know what? There is a way. I don't know where you do it at, but you can pull it up and see what each one of them are. So you know which one to hit when you want to, like when we're recording.
Yeah.
I need to get that down pat.
We just need to get my little label maker. And
Oh, wait a minute. No, I mean, let's see. Hold on a minute. Where are we at? I got a new turkey gobble.
Oh.
You'll hear it?
Yeah.
Think I need to shorten it?
No.
So, anyway, it sounds better than that other
Yeah.
gobble. Sound like a farm turkey.
The other one's the one I had on my as a ringtone or message tone at one time, and Laura's like, "Please," but I would only do it during turkey season.
Roger's got a good gobble.
He's got the same one.
Is it?
Yeah.
That ain't the one I had on here, though, was it? No.
No.
Y'all said that Roger sounded good. That didn't sound like a farm turkey, the first one I had. I got rid of it. I'm learning a little more about this, and I was going back. I was looking at something. You know, we've been doing this over 2 years.
See, that's what I thought. I think
it said
February made 2 years.
Yeah, I think because we had Todd here in May 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think a memory popped up.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Mine too. Yeah.
So I said, wait a minute, we're working on year number 3 now. So, yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
As they say. Yeah.
Maybe for our 250th, since we forgot all about our 100th or 200th or, you know, I mean, we're a quarter of the way there basically now. So,
yeah.
Not quite there, but we're getting there. We have to, maybe I can call and beg somebody to come on, somebody good.
I have to do something major for like a 500th.
500? God almighty. I'll probably be dead by the time that happens. I'll have my 49 done.
Well, we record basically 52 a year.
You know, if we were doing 2 or 3 a week like gamekeepers do, or, you know, I noticed this on the meat eater feed. You know, they're like at 600-700, but they've got 18 shows on one feed, and I don't like it because let's just say Ranella has his show. Well, the next day, if I hadn't had a chance to look at it, and trivia pops up, he's gone. Trivia's up there for me to play. I'd have to go back and hunt it up. And guess what? I don't do. I don't go back in history. Right. So if you're going to get ahead of me, you just get ahead of me. Because he's got one on Neanderthals. And no, I did not say Neanderthal because I'm not German. And, you know, they changed it on us. My whole life through grade school, they were Neanderthals. No, that's not the proper way. The H is silent because that's a German word. I'm not Hitler. They're Neanderthals. So, anyway, I was wanting to listen to it. And it's gone. It's trivia time. No. Well, that's the way it is. They're just missing out. But I noticed they've got a good one on Gamekeepers this week. It's on, I want to say it's on the screwworm that's come in. You know, it's got them worried out west, you know, for cattle because it's devastating. And it can be, you know, it's just not cattle. It's deer, cervids, any cervid. I guess a deer's a cervid, isn't it?
I would think so.
I don't know the scientific Goopaglockbus name for them, but.
Yeah. Me either.
We have to call Carl Ray. I bet he knows. He can span all them Latin. Is that a Latin word?
I think those are Latin.
Is it? Okay,
yeah.
Well. I mean, why are we using Latin words? Ain't even no Latin people.
I know. Apparently,
that language ain't even used anymore.
They must think Latin people are smarter than we are. I don't know.
They ain't very smart. They ain't here no more.
Nah.
And I'm not talking about like Latinos or that. This is Latin. That's not Spanish. Was the log still smoldering up at the end of the slough when you come in? They've been burning them things since last Friday.
I didn't notice.
I've just noticed it kind of looks
the tree that we fell in that guy's pasture. Yeah, it's still smoldering right now. It's down to like.
Well, he ain't gonna have nothing to haul out there.
Nope. And if he built one more little fire, there's one little piece of stump he can bush hog right where the stump was.
You know, you should charge double for that.
I know. just catching it on fire. I mean, by accident. When it's so dead, the muffler's catching on fire. That's pretty dry.
And it's hot.
That's
too.
pretty old. Yep.
Yeah, dry, hot. That's just a tinder box.
Yep.
It was waiting to burn. Lightning hit that thing. You wouldn't even got to cut it down. It just burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, man, my chufa's looking good.
Man, it's putting it on, too.
I know it. I'd like to see a little rain come through now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's had plenty. I almost rode down there again today. I got up this morning. I said, no. Well, we had somebody coming, and once that started falling through, I kind of figured it was. And I said, no, I'm going to get out here and do some of these summer chores I should have done in springtime when it was nice and cool. But we weren't around because we were on the road.
Yes, we were abroad.
Yes.
Abroad.
I might have texted you on that, but Dawson had told me, and Steve is the guy that created our song for us, everybody out there. And if you didn't listen last week, we got a Meeting Two theme song, and that was just a little cut out of it we used for the opening. But he had told me to text him when it come out, and he had listened to the podcast. So I sent him a link this morning, and first thing come back, boy, that's a badass song, and it's bad. I said, yes, I really like it. I appreciate y'all. What do you call it? Give me a shout out. I hadn't thought we was really shouting him out, but hey, Steve Dawson. He's a good guy, though. Yeah, my man.
My man.
I'll be seeing him in October when I head to Michigan hunt.
That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for the
either.
feedback on that. I wish I could go and just video with my GoPro and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've got to get the details on that, but it's going to be fun. I got a feeling. I hope I can remember most of it.
I hope surgery's going good for my brother. I was supposed to be getting updates.
That's right. He was having surgery today.
Yeah. Had to be there at 11. They were going to start it at 2, and my stepsister said, I'll keep you up to date, and I haven't heard anything, so hopefully everything's good. No, my stepmom and his wife's there.
Oh. Well, I mean, you can't text them. How's it going?
I don't have his wife's number, but I could have messaged on Messenger. That's how she always messages me, like, "Hey, what kind of?"
If he's in surgery, that's exactly where they're at right now. It's on Facebook.
Yeah, and they're looking at. I mean, I do like the screens now. How they tell you, like, pray up, whatever.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Instead of them waiting and somebody come out and go, "Hey, we just got them," or they just got them back into there or whatever. So,
well, today I gave. I would say I'll just say gave blood. Went to the blood place. And actually gave platelets. And the girl there, she said, what arm you want it in? I said, I'd prefer it my left arm. I said, I'm right-handed. She said, yeah, you probably want to sit there and look at your phone while you're doing this anyway, don't you? I said, yeah. I said, it's easier. I can use my right thumb much better. And then her and the other, everybody's young. When you're old, everybody's young.
Yeah.
You never have no old people. Where's all the old people at? You'd think they'd be working in there doing that. Anyway, the one guy, he's younger than she is. And I heard him say, they were talking about something I heard him say, well, when you're in your 30s, you've had a job and you've got a little money, you can splurge a little bit. I said, hold on, Hoss. I said, I'm 60 and I don't splurge a whole lot. And he just died laughing. I said, it don't get no better. And she looked at me, she said, when I get 60, I'll be close to retiring. I said, well, I am, but I can't figure out a way to do it. So, but yeah, just again, oldest in the room.
Youngest at heart.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Hadn't talked to anybody much outside our little circle of you.
No, and I've been wanting to reach out and talk to Alex, and I was going to ask him a couple of things, and I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to Christopher King in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you talking about the board?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was sitting there thinking all the Alexes I know, and I know a few.
I think he's the only one I know.
I tell you, who I want to get on here, and when he gets back from Africa, that'd be a good one right there.
Yeah.
Because he's snapping pictures left and right. I guess I got good internet over there. I don't know.
That's not them room. That's a neat little room set up, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll have to get Tommy in here.
I thought he would maybe they hadn't killed anything yet.
Well, I kind of wondered that too. I mean, last one I seen,
of course, he may be afraid. Snapchat bad about sending you warnings when you put up stuff.
There is no warnings.
You know, I'm hearing things about YouTube now. You know, they're taking down people's content, saying it violates, and they've been doing it since 2010 or whatever. So, hadn't heard from my man from Iron Horse.
No, me either. I don't expect to hear on mine until probably when I'm begging in September.
Well, I'd like to get it. I mean, I was thinking about this today, and this is not a slur at him. It's not a slur at anybody. But you don't have but two things in life that really count. And I'm not talking about the Lord or anything. That should be number one, I guess. Well, I know. But a man or woman, that's your first impression, because you can't do that again, and your word. If you don't keep your word, you're ruined. So, where am I going with this? He told me a week. He don't listen, so it don't matter. And I'm not saying, listen, the man's got 300 guns in there to do. I mean, it's not like he's twiddling these thumbs. But I was going to order that other shotgun from him, and I slipped up. I didn't tell you this. I slipped up and said something about that down there the other night. Even though, listen, I spend my money the way I want to spend it.
Right.
But it was like, what do you mean another shotgun? I said, well, I'm talking about maybe using it for ducks. Actually, I would take, if I retired the one I've got, I would remove the optics and put my...
You have
I got a vented rib barrel.
That's what I thought.
Got a brand new barrel down there.
New.
I put it on there, and that would be my duck gun.
Is it already? It's dipped, right? You took it to the guy and had it dipped.
Yeah. No, it came dipped.
Oh, it came dipped.
Yeah.
I thought you had to order a black one. I couldn't remember because it took forever to find one.
Or did I carry it to him and have it dipped?
I can't remember.
I carry so much stuff to him. We need him on here one night.
No doubt.
He stays so busy.
I had another guy call me yesterday and ask who you were using, and I said I'll have to get the info from Anthony.
Inverness Gunworks.
That's what I said. I think that's who it is.
Or Inverness Outdoors.
Outdoors.
Yeah, but he sells guns, a little bit of hunting supplies, few shells, ammo. It's a very, very small place. It's more, he does more gun work, I guess. I don't know what all type of gun work he does, because I'm just using for the dipping.
Yeah. I bet he does Cerakote as well.
Oh, he does. He does. I told him next time I come down, I got a little Smith & Wesson 622. It's my little snake gun I carry with me when I'm on the tractor or whatever. And it's all rusty and it's just over time. It's just, I left it somewhere one time and it got wet and, the blue one's about shot on it. I told him I was going to bring it down there and let him Cerakote it.
Yeah, I still want to do that one Glock I got and do like the Cerakote and dip the bottom in on it. I don't know what I'm dipping in. Maybe,
well, they can do anything nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm the same way. I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you. I have nothing that's Cerakoted.
Oh, no, it's a lot tougher than the dip.
Yeah. I just want something that, if it rains on me while I'm out there, I don't have to run back and remember to take it out of the holster. I think that's what happened. I was on the tractor and it caught in a thunderstorm one time. And I've had this gun for 20 years,
just that dust with that moisture would cause more water to sit.
Oh, yeah. And it was in the holster, and I forgot about it for about a week, and it was just a orange. First off, it's coated in red dust.
That may have helped it.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't. I might as well take an SOS pad to it and just make it shiny.
Just tell him dip that one in some kind of red.
Yeah,
film.
that'd probably be best. Yeah, just you got a South Alabama red dirt.
Well, maybe some turkey tracks in it.
Oh, that would be
Wouldn't
nice.
that be cool?
I don't know. The game warden might not like that if he's caught me with my pistol on.
Yeah.
I'm wearing turkey tracks. Because you can't. Did we talk about that? You can't hunt turkeys with pistols. Is that right?
I don't think you can here. You can in Florida.
You used to could.
Yeah.
You used to could here.
Which, I don't know. What about like the shotgun pistols? Like the judge, if you had the 410 with a turkey load, I don't know. I mean, it would have to be like a shotgun style pistol, which, Thompson Center makes that, they make that one, it's a pistol, but they do them all kind of calibers.
You could change the barrels out.
Yeah.
My old buddy that died on me, I'd love to have heard give me that. He had that. He had almost every caliber you could think of with it. He always hunted with a 30-30 on it or something.
Huh.
He never hunted with a rifle till we had all those clear cuts. He always hunted with that Thompson. He bow hunted, and he had that Thompson big old holster across his chest. He was a little old wiry, little grasshopper anyhow.
Are those Encore pistols? Is that what they are?
Encore. That's it.
Because I know the Encore rifles the same way, but it's just an Encore pistol or whatever they call it.
And you just snap the barrel out.
Yep.
The action's the same.
Yeah.
It's just you change barrels. It's pretty cool. I don't think they make them no more. They make a new version.
Yeah, TC just started back on the Encores like last year.
Yeah.
But man, they're nice. They done, of course, they done like they always do. They got the stainless weather shield and all that. It's already got shock absorption built in the stock and all that. They're nice. If you like a single shot, which they're accurate, but a lot of people want to be able to pull the trigger multiple times with like a bar, or they want to bolt several shells if they need it.
But if you're one of those purists, and I'd say a purist. He wasn't a purist. He shot a compound bow.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he liked that challenge, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a bow, you're going to get one shot. Now, he didn't no plug in his shotgun when it comes turkey hunting, though. He put 5 in that baby. I don't know if I've ever shot mine more than twice, in a row. I'm turkey hunting. Dead air. We ain't supposed to have dead air. Dead air. You heard anything from your brother?
Yeah. He's still in surgery.
Oh.
I guess it got pushed a little bit.
Time
it didn't start it too.
Yeah.
But I told her, I said, well, I didn't know. He didn't really tell me how long it's going to be. I don't think he knew. He didn't want to know. He said the only thing he was dreading is IV. He hates needles. And he said, man, I know the cutting and all that is going to be, hard, like recovering from it. He said, but it's that IV that I'm dreading. That's what he told me and Laura yesterday.
I told that girl today when she was, I was getting ready, they do a little blood test on you, I guess, check your iron and all that crap. And I said, I hate this finger pricking worse than that big needle.
I do too.
And she said, more people tell me that. I said, I would rather you just stick a needle in my arm, suck the blood out, and go check it.
And you don't know when it's going to pop. They keep pushing, and you're like,
she had a little glass thing. She had a glass thing just pow. I mean, it wasn't a snap. I hate that snap.
Yeah, that's one thing I didn't like about, what is that, the Ozempic injections?
Yeah.
It's like that. I didn't know when it was going to go off, and it just freaked me out.
The button.
Well, there's you push in like an atropine.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's a little different than
the ones I had.
Or maybe it was the Wegovy's that I had.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you just keep pushing down and down and down. And it surprises you.
No,
yeah,
this one, the one I had a thumb button on it. You just put it on your skin and it went pow.
Yeah,
and it was in.
That's what I think. It was a Wegovy that had that spring loaded one, and the Ozempic you just push the end on, and you could watch it go as it was pumping in.
I don't.
But I'm sure you're doing well. He's in pretty good health. So.
Oh yeah.
He's in good hands. I mean, this guy found the problem in 30 minutes when he was 2 months deep with two other doctors. So,
where's he at? What hospital?
UAB.
Oh, okay. So he's not in Coleman. What are you shaking your head for? That's
where my boy works.
I was going to say, Yeah. No, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am. They do good to put a funeral home right there beside the hospital.
We should have partnered up with
Probably.
Steve Green and put us one up.
And I'm
Right
not
on the
saying
water.
that. I know there's people up here that love Coleman Regional, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know, like a little quick outpatient thing. It's all good, but the major problem, I don't want to be there.
No.
And be honest with you, I know we got some pretty good, surgeons for breaks and stuff here, but still, why go here when you can go to Birmingham and use the guys that work on the Alabama football players and the Auburn football players, and they got them back on the field in 2 weeks?
I feel like that. I mean, and I would say Coleman's would be much higher up of the ladder than working at like Selma.
Yeah,
you know,
or Wilcox.
Yeah, I mean, some of those
when I
little
got
bitty.
shot. Yeah.
So I'm,
You can't even get in there unless they buzz you. They've been robbed so many times down at Camden down there.
listen, it's. I don't want to go to the. Well, when I broke my arm, I drove back to Birmingham
Right.
with a broke arm.
Right.
I'm
yeah.
not going down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But when Caleb, when he was, I don't know how old he was, 11, 12, he scoped himself.
Yeah.
And now we made it worse because we went and got the deer out of the woods and we carried it to the processor and we did all of our normal stuff. Then we went to the mercy
He
room.
was named Blood. He got
Well, his eyebrow and above his eye was so swollen that it was going to be hard to stitch. But that didn't, and I'll tell you the story in there too, but when I went to the window at the mercy room to sign him in, and if you bleed, you go to front line.
Yeah.
So I was already getting mumbles from I guess, the regulars. But I laid my insurance card down, and the girl didn't know what to do with it. She had never had nobody down there, had no
It was a
insurance.
federally funded hospital.
I guess so. She had to go get help. Because I said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
sorry,
that's
got
how
insurance.
Wilcox was down there. But
Listen, we get back there, and I don't know what Oriental race he was, Vietnamese, Taiwanese, somebody-nese. And he was a little old young guy. And he come in there, and he swabbed him up, started sewing on him. I'm sitting there. I went, man, that don't look right. I mean, I know he's a little swollen up, but I mean, he looked like he'd took, like you darning a sock. I'm talking about it was a wad of sutures in there. And this older Vietnamese, Chinese, well, it wasn't Chinese, but it was somebody, I'll say Taiwanese or something.
He was Asian.
He was Asian, the Asian guy. But I don't want to throw off on all of them because, but anyway, he was a little man too. He walked up and turned the light on. He looked at it. He looked at that guy and he goes, "What the hell is this?" And I didn't know what to say. The guy looked at him. He said, "What the hell is this?" And the guy, "It's my shooter," or whatever. I'm don't have a good making fun of people's accents, but the guy looked at him. He said, "No. You work on foot. I work on eyes." He cut all that crap out of there and restitched him up. But I thought, he said, "What the hell is this?" And the whole time Caleb was going, "What? What?" But he had very little scar. So it must have worked out.
Did you have any trouble getting into Selma though? Is it locked down?
No.
What?
Now this was Caleb's in his 30s and he was 12. So
Well, this would have been like, I want to say maybe 2008 or 9 for me. But we get there, and of course, I'm walking myself in. I'm in that good a shape. We just need to know where this part of this 7 mag bullet that went through my
wait a
rib
minute.
cage.
I didn't even wait. Hold on. Let's back up because I haven't even heard this story. Was you hunting?
So we were at the hunting club.
Let's start the whole story because you've been shot.
Yeah, I got
You've never said this before.
I got the 7 mag fragments in my gun cabinet. They pulled out of my body.
Well, let's start all over. Let's start all over with this because this is all new. This might be better than lightning.
Well,
I mean, we had a couple of those.
It was January 1st, it was New Year's Day. We were all down in Camden when we still had that big club down there in Wilcox, and we were all adults. And I worked sheriff's office in Coleman. My dad, my nephew Chance.
So this was after Afghanistan and all that. So you grown man, married man?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hunter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so Laura and Hunter are going to Chicago for Christmas holidays, and I couldn't go because I was a deputy, and they wouldn't let me take off. I had to work every Christmas. So anyway, we go down to the hunting camp, my dad, me, and Chance, my nephew, and he's a little bitty guy at the time. And so we're down there, and man, it pours. I'm talking about you can't even see in front of the camp house. So we're watching football, and everybody's getting hungry. So we call and order a bunch of pizzas from Hunt Brothers, one of the gas stations down there.
Any drinking going on during this?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Oh.
This was, like noonish type
okay,
thing.
so y'all had come in from the morning hunt.
We come in from the morning hunt, and everybody's guns were leaned up on the porch of the camp house. We tried not to take guns into the camp house. But when it started raining, one of the guys got the guns and put them all in the back of my buddy's Toyota Tacoma, laid them in there to keep them out of the rain. So they two of the guys went and checked some trail cameras in that Tacoma. Well, me and Dallas Thompson and Chance were going to go get the pizzas. And the truck belonged to Brian Dover. Well, Dallas got in the driver's seat. I come around the passenger side, open the door, let my nephew into the middle. And while I'm standing there, Dallas goes to slide the seat back. And when he does, rifle goes off, shoots through the side of the truck, and hits me in the rib cage, 7 mag. I don't know what's hit me at this point because there was a lot of guns, and they were probably 80% of them loaded, which is wrong.
Oh, bad wrong.
So I'm talking about my side smoking.
So did it go through you or?
That's where I got lucky. So it being a deer hunting round, I can't remember exactly who made that bullet. But anyway, when it hit the skin of the door, it fragmented it. And when it fragmented, it shot parts of the door and parts of the lead into me through my rib cage. Well, everybody's on the front porch, and everybody starts panicking.
Where were you at? Were you in the vehicle?
No, I was standing. I was just about to get into the vehicle. I was about to step into it. If I would have stepped a second sooner before he slid the seat back, I'd have avoided it altogether.
Okay.
But like I say, it's a extended cab Tacoma, little shorty. So when Dallas pulled the thing back, it shot through the extended cab door. Matter of fact, Brian Dover still, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
He still drives the truck. It's still got the bullet hole in the side of it.
You need to buy that truck.
I know. He wouldn't take nothing for that truck. But anyway, so my dad's on the porch. He comes running down. Everybody's in a panic. What did you do?
Did you fall?
No. I was still standing there trying to figure out what was how bad were we at, what's going on type thing, And I told him, I'm like, look, I'm talking. I'm good. If I'm talking, we're okay. And so we get a game plan together. My buddy Dallas, he falls apart. And I'm talking about, he's just in a panic. And he said, I'm getting you to the hospital. Well, Dallas drives a race car.
Yeah.
And Dallas always been the wild guy. And I told him, I said, Dallas, I'll tell you like this, I'm fine. If I start having difficulty breathing or something like that, I'll let you know and we'll speed up. I said, if you're going to take your time, because it was pouring rain, I said, you're just going to get me to the hospital and we'll get me checked out. And he did good. He did pretty good. But on the way to the hospital, Dallas tells me, he said, there's a huge mud hole right there in front of our old camp, and it's always there. It didn't matter how much dirt, rock you put in that mud hole.
I know them kind.
And he said, I started to throw you down in the mud and pack it with mud. And he said, I seen it on a movie. And I said, Dallas, if you'd knocked me down, I said, I'd beat your eyes shut. But anyway, we make it down to the hospital. I didn't even know they had a hospital. And we get there, and like I say, we can't get in. There's cameras looking at us. All the doors is locked. We thought they were closed because it's New Year's Day or whatever. And they're like, Dallas hit the little button, and they said, can we help you? And he said, yes, my buddy needs in there. And they're like, well, what's wrong with him? He said he's been shot. When he said that, doors flew open, wheelchairs come out, people started flying out there, and I'm like, no, it's me. Like, I'm standing there, you know what I mean? I got blood coming out of my shirt.
How bad was you bleeding?
I had soaked the side of my shirt down pretty good, but we get in there, and Dallas is all but crying. I mean, he is just.
Was it his gun?
No, it wasn't. I'll get to that too.
Okay.
So we get in there, and Dr. White comes in, and he says, "What you got going on?" I told him. He gets the guy to come in X-ray, and I know I don't want to stay at our camp house because our camp house is, it's not real clean. Like, I want to go home. So, and at the time, I don't know much about it. So I'm trying to not really get any kind of painkillers and stuff, and these shots, I don't know what kind of shots, but he told me, he looked at it and he said, you know how something goes in one way and then you sit there and you can't get it back out? He said, we're about to have that problem. He said, are you sure you don't want some Lanacane or something? And I was like, at that time, I didn't really know what Lanacane was. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm going home. My dad would drive me home. I'm getting home. I don't want to have this wound and be down here at this nasty hunting camp. I want to go home. And so he wasn't joking, though. And, of course, Dallas over here, he said, he's tough. He's been in the Army. I said, Dallas, shut up. And so he started pulling him, man. It felt like my skin was stretched 4 foot and they wasn't nothing coming out. And I was like, whoa. Just give me a second. Let me catch my breath. And
so they didn't give you nothing?
No, I didn't take nothing. If I'd have known at the time what Lanacane was, I'd at least let them shot me up with that. Because since then, I've had all this toe stuff and that finger that got busted. Yeah. I'm well aware of what it is now. And but anyway, he started pulling. But the second time he done it, he laid his hand on my ribs, and I knew he was about to get serious. And he yanked, and here come one piece out. When it come out, it cut me again, coming out, a different way. But he got all the fragments pulled out. They done a whole nother X-ray, and I said, "Is there anyone have them?" So he put them in a thing for me. I got them in my gun cabinet, but because one of them was maroon because it still had paint from Dover's truck on it, and the other one was like a piece of lead. Anyway,
tetanus shot after that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was a buddy of mine, Justin Hill's gun, which I'd done the investigation before we ever left, and we got all the guns out of the truck and unloaded them. But I figured out what happened when they went to check the trail camera. Justin had a Browning bar, Safari bar, and a 7 mag, and my dad's Remington 1100 was laying there because it was still dog season, and so when they had hit a bump or something and it had bounced the trigger well of Justin's bar over my dad's charging handle of the Remington 1100. And, of course, during all this bump, it had knocked safety off. So when Dallas slid the seat back, it forced my dad's charging handle into the trigger and went off. That's why I'm unloading my gun before I put it in the truck now.
Did law enforcement get involved when they said shooting?
No. They weird. Never come and done a report.
No game wardens?
No.
So that would have been a hunting-related accident.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, no crime was committed, but, you would have been a statistic that year.
Yeah.
If they had of, I guess the hospital didn't call nobody, huh?
I guess not. And then
maybe they see it all the time. Another one shot.
Well, here's something you don't want to do either. Like, you don't want to call your wife. So I call my wife in Chicago and I say, hey, don't panic, but I've been shot. And she knew I wasn't working. So she's trying to figure out, how do you get shot on your off day? Or she thought maybe I'd went in on overtime and got shot at the sheriff's office. But she went into a quick panic, and I'm like, look, I'm talking to you. Everything's fine, And then later on, I got to think about that. I had a guy fall out or flip a bucket truck one time, and we talked to him all the way to the hospital, and he didn't make it.
Yeah.
And he was talking just like you and I are. But yeah, it was scary. It could have been way, way worse. But it's one of those things. That's what they call it, an accident.
Yeah.
But that's why I will say safeties can get knocked off and things can get
That's why you unload your gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by myself, I don't.
Right.
When I'm riding in my Samurai, it's laying over there. I never know when I might see
But
a
as
deer.
bouncy as them roads are down there, I mean, anything could happen.
But exactly how it is.
And I'm bad to still leave them in the mag, but I'm gonna pull that one out.
Yeah.
My hot load, out. But I try to unload it about every time. And I know we get in a hurry or we're going like, well, hey, I'm gonna go jump the truck and I'm going over here.
If you'd have been turned different or just a hair another direction, that thing could have cleaned your clock.
If it had been a different type bullet that didn't fragment as much, I got lucky, like maybe a split shot, weight, a piece like that, and then a round flat piece of his truck is what they pulled out. But I got lucky. I thought I had told you that years ago.
I mean, I think I've heard something about. I think I remember about a hole through the truck, but I don't remember nothing about I got shot and I was at the.
Yeah, well, it came through the truck into me, and then that's how the hole got there. But me and Laura, Laura knew the story.
Now, what did she do? She leave immediately?
No, I told her. I said if they got to do some kind of surge or something, I'll call you. Let you know. But it all worked out. I mean, I come home and I stayed off work. I think they made me stay off work because the way our shifts was, I think I missed that Monday and Tuesday, and then I was already off Wednesday, Thursday, and then I come back and work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't think I was off that long. And then Aflac gave me a little check. I had the Aflac back then. The little duck gave me a few dollars for, this and that, needing stitches, walking in the emergency room. I used to have a buddy that made a living like that off Aflac.
I dumped them. They wouldn't pay me one time. Well, I broke my arm.
No.
They wouldn't pay me. I said,
I like the Colonial better.
I don't have any of it. I've got an accident policy, but life insurance, but it's not if you just die of normal causes. I guess when I find out I'm dying, I'm going to go run the car into a wall or something, or cut my arm off or something. So I don't know. I've never been shot. I did have, when the gun blew up on me that time.
I haven't never had that. Now, I sent a buddy of mine dove hunting. His barrel blew up on a Remington 1100, and it looked like on a cartoon.
My
it
dad.
was splintered just like that.
My dad did that rabbit hunting with his 1100.
Yeah.
He jumped a creek bank, and the gun jobbed up in the ground. The barrel did, put mud in the end of it. He didn't know it. And later on, he threw up, shoot at a rabbit. And it did. It was just like the cartoon. It just peeled back. Yeah. I mean, they just curled back. And all he did was saw the end of it off and kept hunting with the barrel.
We think Shannon's was a wad and it stuck. Well, shooting some cheap dove shot, and we just don't think it ever cleared the barrel. That's what we come up with. As a matter of fact, we might have found the wadding still in the end. I can't remember, but he was so upset. That was his granddaddy just passed that year, and it was his granddaddy's gun, and that's he wanted to hunt with it because Willard always liked to dove hunt, and so he was upset. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There's a few tears got drawn that day, but they found him another barrel because you could still find them then.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Well, mine. The 7-mag I hunt with today. Me and Rick and Philip, boy, used to work for me. He had been begging to go to Equality. We had about 100 acres over there leased, and we'd ride over there like on a Saturday evening and hunt. We might hunt the mornings, but we'd leave at lunch and drive all the way to Equality, which is on the other side of Rockford. People out of state don't know what I'm talking about. It don't really matter. But anyway, I went out and climbed on a little old power line. I was going to shoot a doe. We'd had this place for 2 or 3 years and never killed nothing off of it. And so we tell Philip where he's going. I grab my climbing stand and I go where I'm going. Rick goes where he's going. Well, I don't know, it's wintertime, so it was getting dusky. No doe walked out on there, and I just throwed up and pulled the trigger. Everything went black. I didn't know what happened. I thought the gun exploded, which it probably should have. And then I felt my face was on fire. It was just, and I was afraid. I couldn't see anything out of my right eye. Or, I was afraid to reach up there and touch it because I was afraid I was going to be pure blood. I'm 25 feet up in a tree.
Yeah.
The doe's still standing there. So I finally touch my face and I see there's no blood, but I still can't see out of my eye. And I still don't know what's happened. And I let my gun down. I climb down. I get on the ground, and then I eject the shell. Well, the shell's split. The casing is split almost all the way to the primer. And I've got it somewhere. It's in one of my boxes somewhere. I'm going, what the heck? How could that split? And I hadn't even looked at it. I tried to look down the barrel, but it's getting dark. I couldn't see down the barrel. And, well, the casing wouldn't come out. That's what it was. And I went and cut me a stick. It would go down that barrel and pop that casing out. And that's when I saw it was split. It swelled up when it split. And I start looking at it. It's a 270 round. I don't own a 270. Never owned a 270. No one at my house had a 270, which would have only been me or the boys. Philip had a 270. So I'm going, uh-oh. I still don't. Here's what I would do. Now, this is 700 BDL, and it's got a removable clip.
Right.
I always kept an extra shell in my pocket, and I'd drop it in and bolt it, and then pop my clip in.
Right.
That way it'd give me four shots instead of 3. Mm-hmm. And I've needed that 4th shot before. But somewhere when no one can explain how that 270 round got in my pocket. Because walking out to go climb the tree, that's when I loaded my gun. There was no need, I didn't load it at the truck. So all I could come up with was Philip and my then wife, now ex-wife, had come up with this plan to kill me. That's all I could come up with.
Or at least maim the hell out of it.
And then finding out later that, she did have 17 life insurance policies on me. But, and I accused him of having a sad look on his face when he walked back to the truck. And there I am alive after the gun blew up. But I drove back. We were in my truck. I drove back to Dallas County that night. My face I was bad powder burn. I had powder embedded in me. And my eye was burnt, but I thought it was a powder burn. But it took me 2 days before I couldn't stand it no more. It was like you had something in your eye. And I finally went to the Walmart optometrist. I didn't have no eye doctor. I could see back then. And told him what happened. And he got, I don't know, some kind of magnifying glass, microscope or something. Looked over whatever they look in your eyes with. And he said, you got 2 tiny pieces of metal in there. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's either brass or it's stainless. I said, I don't want it to be stainless. That means there's something wrong with my gun. And he said, I don't know what it is. I can't tell. It's too small. And he pulled that out of my eyeball because it had been scratching my eyelid every time I blinked, Like I said, I was at work. It was like this happened on a Saturday and this was like Tuesday. And we never knew what it was. But I was afraid to shoot the gun, again. I carried it to Mark's Outdoors. They had a indoor shooting range up above their store. Maybe they still have it. I don't know. And they shot it. They shot it for me. They put it in a vise and shoot it. And he told me, he said, I can't find anything wrong with a gun, but I would never trust it again. You need to sell that gun. I said, what do you mean? He said, sell it. Get you another gun. I said, sell it to another person? Yeah. I said, that wouldn't know when the gun blow up on him and whatever. He said, well, by all rights. He said, I've seen this happen before. He said, generally, you shoot like a 270 and a 7 mag, it'll break the gun in half. He said, but I had to, mine's got a removable clip. He said, that removable clip saved your gun because it did. It pushed the it pushed the little catches back on the clip, and the clip dropped out from the pressure. Along with, I know what all those little holes and ports are back there at the back of the barrel too, because that's where all the powder come back out and hit me. The fire flew out of it, but he was amazed the bullet cleared the barrel. He said, "I can't believe the bullet cleared the barrel." I said, "Well, there wasn't no bullet in it, because I put a stick down it or a coat hanger or something I had and pushed that shell casing out." Yeah, I mean, I guess that's as close as I've ever come.
That could have been super bad though.
I could have.
I've often worried about that, because which for the biggest part, I'm like you. I hunt with the same rifle all the time, so there shouldn't be that many. But when Hunter was still hunting some, see, I had him they were the same guns. They look identical, but one of them, mine was a 270, his 308, and I had them in one of those double cases at one time with extra shells and all that. Which, of course, like a 270 or a 270 would go in a 308 possibly. I don't think you'd ever shut the breech because it'd been long action, but the 308 wouldn't feed up into the 270, but still, I mean, we own a lot of different caliber firearms. So
what the guy told me, he said, you could have put it in the clip and not noticed it. He said it would have never fed.
Yeah.
But I dropped it in the barrel.
Even when you was trying to bolt it, it wouldn't have never fed.
No, it wouldn't have fed.
It wouldn't have caught it.
It would have jammed.
Yeah.
Because it's shorter. I guess being smaller, it would have been sloppy.
Yeah.
He said he said more than likely it would have jammed. Or wouldn't have fed into the barrel. But see, I had the bolt back.
That was
the
your
barrel,
hot load.
And I just dropped her in there, and it fell right in it. And it was wide enough it didn't fall into the barrel. The I don't know, what do you call it? The little flared out bottom piece of your casing. And I didn't know any different. And you put them side by side. You really don't pay attention. And like I said, I was walking when I did it. But the funny thing is, after I got the gun back, I had went, let's see, me and Phillip, he dropped me off. I went down in a spot in a shooting house, killed one of the biggest deer I ever killed down there that evening. But I shot out of the shooting house. And he was hunting a green field, I don't know, half a mile from me. And he heard the shot, and it sounded muffled. He thought the gun blew up again. We had walkie-talkies back then.
Right.
And he called me. He said, "You alive?" I said, "Yeah, I'm alive." He said, "That your shot didn't sound right. What was you shooting at?" I said, "I've killed I think it's an 8-point. And it was a big 7-point that had a antler growing out of the middle of its head. It was not a big antler, but about like my thumbnail, just barely. But because I was going to get it mounted, but it had never cleared the skin good and caused an infection. And my guy at the time who lives down in Gordo, he called me. He said, "Man, this cape's not going to work." He said, "It's so infected all up on top of its head." And so I got this. I call him the unicorn, although he's got both sides. He's got his left and right, but he's got a center one coming out top of his head. He said, "I'll skull it for you." He said, "It'll look cool." And he did. I've got it at work. I need to bring it home. That's probably one I need to hang in here somewhere. Take something off the wall here, because it is oddball. But I've shot that gun, 20 years since then, probably, close to it. And never had an issue with it. And of course, now it's Iron Horse Gun Works. Getting rethreaded for my can to go on it. That's supposed to be done last week. I'll call him. I may call him I won't call him this weekend because it's 4th of July. Surely they'll be closed, probably won't be open Friday anyway.
Right.
If they were us, I'd ride up there and get it or something, just so I could have it. But yeah, that's my only gun explosion story.
I hope I don't have many more.
I hope I never have another one. But it will make you, to this day, when I still hot load one, but I look at it every time. Even when I'm by myself. Because, Caleb, he had a Browning bar. It was a 30-06. That was the only, the boy shot 7.8s growing up when he was little, but I bought him one when he got, where he wanted a big rifle. I bought him a bar. So we had 30-06 in there. That was it, other than 7.08s. Oh. And we'll jump off that subject. I know we're getting a little long here. But what'd you think about my old gobbler standing out there in the middle of my clover patch?
I can't wait to see him wearing that tooth hat.
Woo!
That may bring all the little girlies to the playground.
I'm hoping he'd go back and get some friends, at least to go back to eat clover.
Yeah, bring all the other Toms, the Jakes, and there.
Bring the hens with some poles. I'm ready to see them. I would have, if there had been hens and poles out there, I'd been down there today, making sure they had something to eat.
Yes, I've got to make a run. I'm planning on doing that sometime this weekend. I'm gonna run to Wilson Bend. I believe my camera. You know how you set it up. I believe it's got knocked around. Either that or someone stole my high dollar big feeder, because in the pictures earlier in the week or late last week, I could see my feeder. In the last 2 or 3 days, I cannot see it, but it's all pine, so it's harder for me to tell. If it got knocked right or left.
Well, you grab your britches. That feeder was gone.
That one was not a cheapie. I kind of bought a lifetime.
Surely, if somebody went and got that, you'd got a picture of them.
Yeah, I would think.
Surely they wouldn't have known the camera was there. Turned the camera where it wouldn't be seen.
Right.
Of course, people know better than stealing. Cell cameras now.
Oh yeah.
You can turn them off and take them, but you can't never turn them on again. But so yeah, maybe a squirrel or a coon or something bumped up on it, crawled up there looking at it.
But I need to go down there because I haven't filled that, and I need to put some mineral out. I'm gonna try to run down there this weekend. Then once I get done with all my home improvements, I'm gonna go down to Wedowee and get my. I'm gonna put flooring in my cabin.
Oh God, you ain't got enough of that flooring, have you? You're gonna go ahead and do it again.
Well, we had a bunch left, and Laura told me, she said we could sell this or something. She said, but let's save a couple boxes in case we had some kind of deal. She said, and go put the rest of it in your floor down there. She said, there's no sense. Because I was going to reuse the stuff I took out of Grace's room.
Yeah, no.
And there was little pieces of lock coming out. And that really ain't that really wasn't that great of material.
Clean that out in there, and that little room, you'll be done like doing this like we did in here.
Didn't take long. What, 2 hours in an hour and a half was done. Which
well, we had a madman in there.
Worked out great. Me cutting and him slinging and us talking. So, and you unboxing, it went quick.
Yeah, it went fast. And then we covered it up with a rug for the most part.
Well, now, I've got that kind of that indoor-outdoor rug in my cabin, so that big black rug will cover up a lot of it, but no more than I'm down there, I think it'd be good to get rid of those commercial carpet tiles I got in there. Keep down on dust.
Oh, easier to sweep, clean up.
If you want to walk in with muddy boots, which for the biggest part, I've got that boot thing there by the door. Most people take them off and stick them in that tray, so not much.
Good deal. Well, I don't know what else we can talk about tonight.
No,
we kind of just shot the breeze.
Just a little general chit-chat.
I don't know if anybody's even going to be hanging with us this long, listening to I don't know. If they hung around till the gunshot stories showed up.
Yeah.
I did have a gunshot story. My uncle got shot. Gardendale police shot him one time back in the 70s. Yeah. Rode him around for 3 hours in the car. Didn't even carry him to the hospital.
Winston County shot my mother's brother. They killed him.
Oh, they didn't kill him. They would have killed him. He died with that lead in him. You could feel it in his arms and stuff where they shot him 3 or 4 times. And, because we knew he got shot and we all went to the hospital and he wasn't there. They were still riding him around. They didn't even carry him to the station. But he was a wild man. But this guy was. It was my mother's oldest brother, Bill.
That's where my mother's brother that got killed, his name is Bill.
Oh, well, Bill's must say, no, this old boy.
Maybe they named them
me tell
after
you.
Wild Bill.
He might not whip a gun out on you, but he'd pull that blade out. And he would cut you. My dad, we was talking about it the other day. Matter of fact, we were all at their house. My dad, Fred, and Bill was at Bill's house, and they were drunk. And Fred and Bill got in a fight. And Bill whipped out his knife. I don't know what kind of knife. It had a big old long blade on it. And Daddy tried to get in there and break them up. And Bill took a swipe at Fred. Fred will pull a knife on you too, or would have back in this day. But and when he swung around, he come right across Daddy's belly, cut his shirt all the way through his shirt, all the way around, nearly cut him. I said, "What have you done?" He said, "I guess I'd held my guts together till we could get sewed up." And he didn't get mad about it. He said, "I should have just let them fight." But that's just the way they were back in them days.
Yeah.
This was all back in the 70s. They chicken fought.
You know, a lot of times that's about the worst case scenario. Somebody pulling a blade back in them days.
Yeah, I mean, nobody.
Most time it's just fist fight
with a gun.
you know.
You got in a fight. And yeah, you might get cut, but they weren't stabbing like for the heart or whatever.
You might get rib to rib.
I don't want cut. I don't want stabbed. I don't want shot. I'm a lover. I'm not no fighter.
Yeah,
I mean, I might fight if I have to, but I ain't going out looking for it. Let's just put it that way.
Nah, me either.
Well, good deal. I don't know what else to carry on tonight. I hope few people stayed with us. It was just general chit chat. Can't wait to get back down and look at my place. You're going to your place to look. So, working on my planner. I need to show you that one day. It's sitting up there in my shop.
I need to get time to do some stuff that I was doing. I mean, I just got to, if I can get finished with this house.
I told Rebecca, if I had my disc here, which I left them down yonder, I said I'd have disked that power line up and I'd went up there and I'd planted some peas or something just so I could make sure my planter's doing what it's supposed to do. I got my paint pens in, so I bet I got a bucket full of plates, and I'm going to go through them and write on them.
You found a chart, didn't you?
Yeah, I found a chart. So, yeah, I got my dad's Covington one-row planter. Apparently, it did a good job. Even broke, it planted. To me, it plants just like a no-till. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess a no-till cuts maybe harder blades or presses harder in the ground or whatever, but, you know, my cultivator that was in front, I call it a cultivator, a little disc in front that busts the ground open for the seed to drop in. It broke off, and when it broke off, it's got a little funnel thing on both sides. The fertilizer drops in on each side of the seed, and then your cultivators on the planter, which were fine, they cover all that up as you go on down through there. And apparently it did okay. So I'm going to make a trip down. I'm going to fertilize my clover, and I don't know if there's a need to fertilize the chufas. You know, I killed everything with Roundup. I burned everything down before I planted. So far, it hadn't got weedy. I know I've looked, I think I can spray Post or Moxel or something on there. It won't kill that's a sedge. Mm-hmm. So it'll kill, one of them kills grasses, one of them kills broadleaf. And, I may, if it really gets bad weedy, I may go down there and spray it. I don't even know when I would mow my clover. It's all looking good. It's not high or tall. So anyway,
we got this coming up.
Oh yeah, we do need to talk about it. When is that? July 17th through the 19th. That's the World Deer Expo. If you've never been, you need to go. You know, it's something, and it is the biggest. Oh, yeah. What is that? What did he get? What was that? Did he say? I can't read that.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, kudu? I don't know.
I think it's a kudu.
All right. Well, good for Tommy or his daughter.
It's his daughter.
Oh, okay. Well, she's going to kill everything probably first.
Yeah, she's her senior trip.
Yeah. I didn't get nothing for my senior trip. My dad went to Gunnersville, and I went to Six Flags.
I went to Panama
That's
City.
redneck. That's redneck as you can get. And then we ended up in Chattanooga because my damn cousin didn't get on 20. He stayed on, when it split, he stayed on 59. I was laying in the back seat with an old gal. When I raised up, we were like 30 miles from Chattanooga. I said, where are we at? I don't know. Headed to Atlanta. I said, no, we're going to Chattanooga.
You're going the wrong way.
we hung a right, and we cut through the deep woods. We'd been faster just going back down 59 and get on 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in the good days. So
Gas was cheaper then. It didn't hurt as bad.
But, this was right at the end of regular leaded gas and unleaded. And he needed his burnt only unleaded. We didn't know what to do with leaded gas in it or something. I don't know. We couldn't find nothing there in the backwoods. Everybody just had old gas pumps, just regular leaded gas still in it. That was good gas, though. Water ain't dead from all the siphoning, Time to cut grass. Daddy give me a piece of hose pipe, and a gallon milk jug. Siphon a gallon of gas.
Yeah. I grew up that way, too. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
these kids today don't have a clue, do they? I mean, think about it. I know we said was fixing to go, but I just thought about it. We're siphoning. I was leaded gas. I don't know if
it would have been unleaded for me.
Right, so I'm siphoning leaded gas. I used to break open thermometers and play with the mercury because it rolled around little beads. You could take a dime in it and shine them up and all kinds of stuff. And now if a thermometer broke in a school, they evacuate the school and call in hazmat for a thermometer.
Well, I rode a mini mile in the back glass of a car.
Yeah. Now, Daddy wouldn't let us in the back glass, but we was never buckled in. We stood in the back glass, made faces at the people.
Yeah.
We traveled in a cab over camper.
And y'all were in the back.
In the back.
Y'all were in the camper.
On top
which
of the
really
truck.
ain't even attached.
No, it's just held down with little C-clamps. We would get to fighting so hard up there playing wrestling matches. And the other day, Alex DeBoer put something up about who's your favorite wrestler.
Yeah, I seen that.
I said Tojo Yamamoto. I knew nobody know who he was because he was one of them Saturday night wrestlers who come to Channel 42 on a Saturday. And that's when I found out it was all fake. One Sunday going to church, we getting gas, and there was Tojo, his arch enemy, and two other guys filling up with gas as all buddies headed to Nashville. I guess for the Monday night fights. I don't know. But anyway, Tojo was who I said. I've had a couple of guys, gave me the old thumbs up on Tojo. He was a big old, I guess he was Japanese. I don't know. He beat him in the head with a wood shoe, his wooden sandal.
Oh, clog, yeah.
Yeah, man, he'd pop them. Pow, no blood would pour.
I've seen some of them run them marathons in those wood clogs. 26 miles.
I forgot where I was going with something else. But just them odd things we did when we was kids that they couldn't do now. The hell, just think about if they had to talk to their little friend on a wall phone.
Yeah. Cordless phones was a huge thing.
Oh, my God. When I got
and
a
call
cordless,
waiting.
Oh.
And area calling.
But, I used to hear, what was that old comedian? Golly, he was a good one. Never really made it super big. Big old fat guy. Anyway, that's what he's talking about. It used to, when you did go to eat, he was talking about call waiting and cell phones and all that stuff. He said, phone would ring. And he said, you would argue who was over going to answer the phone and get up and answer the phone. Nobody wanted to do it because it's dinner time. He said, now your cell phone rings and you break your neck getting it out of your pocket.
Argue on it while you eating.
Yeah.
Looking at
That's
Facebook
crazy.
or talking or whatever. Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. I guess we're going to go now. That little trip down nostalgia lane.
Yeah, memory lane.
All right. Oh, the World Deer Expo, though. We'll be there. I don't know our booth number. Legacy, it'll be there when you walk in the door. You can't miss us. Look us up. Everybody's going to be there. Turkey Man Eddie, he'll have a booth there. Mark Brenner, he'll have a booth there. I'm sure they'll have some of their woodwork in there. I'm not buying nothing this year.
Yeah, I ain't buying nothing.
I ain't buying nothing. But it'll be a good time. There's always somebody there. I don't care for their little stars they bring in. I really don't even know who they are. They're going to have a concert or something too.
Yeah, they're doing that.
That's something new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure William will be working us like rented mules. We won't have time to do a whole lot of stuff. But come by and see us. If you see us, yell at us.
I've got a couple of shirts that people's wanting us to bring.
I'll
to there,
bring a
so.
few. I'll try to throw one or two of each size in a bag like I had at NWTF.
If you're interested in one, let us know ahead of time so we can bring it or bring an extra or whatever.
Most definitely.
Get the whole family one.
Yeah.
We got from small to 3X.
That's right. No, yeah, 3X. I don't even know why we got 3X.
I got to have one for the show. I got to take.
So, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. They cost the same as a small, and it takes a small. You can make 3 smalls out of 3X.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, come see us. You saw my deer jawbone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of that and put it up. I don't let people guess how old the deer is. All right, well, good deal. I say we call it.
Sounds good.
All right, boys and girls, men and women, Meeting Two Nation. I guess we'll talk to y'all in about a week. Take care of your trees because that's where the turkeys sleep.
We're talking hunting, fishing, life in between. Out in the wild, we're chasing big dreams. And 2 voices at the table, stories to share. Pouring out laughs and a whole lot of care. It's the meeting to grab a plate and stay a while. We're serving up the stories with a down-home style. Outdoors, culture, and life's little surprises come for the heart. Let's make some memories. From campfires glowing to a cast in the stream, big game stories and a few wild schemes. We'll dig deep, we'll keep it light and fun. 2 storytellers under the rising sun. It's the meeting to grab a plate and stay a while. We're serving up the stories with a down-home style. Outdoors, culture, and life's little surprises come for the heart, and let's make some memories. So if you love the woods and the open air, a laugh, a thought, or a story to share, pull up a chair, you're part of the crew. This is your home at the Meet and Two. It's a meeting to grab a plate and stay a while. We're serving up the stories with a down-home style. Culture and life's little surprises come for the heart, and let's make memories. Meeting Two podcasts, we're glad you're here.